ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Hare Krishna. So we'd like to welcome everyone to the Dhruva Charita session. We are discussing about all the nice histories, pastimes, and teachings of Dhruva Maharaj. And last day we are discussing this point at last. Good attracts good only. Whenever we do some good behavior, exemplary behavior before others, whether it is a situation of actually of great danger and fully topsy-turvy around us, still if we do some exemplary work which may not be very pleasant to us, but still if we do good behavior, exemplary behavior, then it helps us to make the whole, to change the whole environment. We are seeing how Dhruva Maharaj and Shuniti, both of them are behaving in such a way that changed the intention and changed the behavior of others, especially Shuruchi and Uttam. And the whole family of Uttanpat was actually a chaos. There was nothing good because son was emotional, father was irresponsible, and on the other hand, Shuruchi was fully of envy. But in between, in midst of all these things, the whole family turned into a Vaishnava family. Whole family turned into a good one by the good will of Shuniti. That was the solo responsible behavior by Shuniti only. Okay. So in our situation also, wherever we are, it may happen that others are not doing responsible behavior and others are fully in a reluctant way. They're sometimes angry, they're sometimes morose. Many times, many situations are going on. Still, if we carry on our good behavior and exemplary behavior, then others will change. Just like by shooting, we can kill someone, but we cannot change his heart. But by offering love to them, by doing some services, by praying for these persons to deities, we can change their hearts. So we are stopped therein. From that point, we shall move forward towards the Dhruva's episode, how after becoming the king of the world, Dhruva Maharaj actually ruled, and how he showed his exemplary behavior in every situation. Before entering into this episode again, we would like to glorify Srimad Bhagavatam by a nice verse written by Sanatana Goswami. Sanatana Goswami was writing, Mat eka bandhu, mat sangin, mat guru, mat mahadhano, mat nistarako, mat bhagyo, madananda namahostute. Sanatana Goswami is a great lover of Srimad Bhagavatam and all the scriptures, especially which are Vaishnava scriptures. And he is telling that Mat Eko Bandhu, my only friend, my only companion is Srimad Bhagavatam. Mat Sangin, my companion, my, what can be said? Actually, wife and husband, they are considered as companion. Okay. So, Sanatana Goswami or any other Goswamis or brahmacharis, renunciates, they do not have any companion. They do not have any wife. But their only wife is Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. That is why Sanatana Goswami is telling here, Mat Eko Bandhu Mat Shangin. Okay. My companion. Mat Eka Bandhu Mat Sangin Mat Guru. my guru, my spiritual master, who can teach me about all the rasas of Radha Krishna's pastime, that is Srimad Bhagavatam. Mataiga Bandhu, Mat Sangin, Mat Guru, Mat Mahadhano. People want to accumulate so much wealth, so much name, fame, prestiges, many things. But only wealth for a renunciate or for a spiritual activist is what? This Srimad Bhagavatam. Madhano, Mat Nistarako, Mad Bhaggo. We are all entangled in this material world, and we are entangled with Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moha, Mat, Matsarya, all these things, lust, anger, greed. But from this situation, one person can make us liberated. That is Srimad Bhagavatam. Mat Nistarako, Mad Bhaggo. What people always says about my lot, what will happen, my destiny. So devotee's destiny is being actually created, is being regulated by Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam will show how to behave in different situations, what to aim in life, what to actually what to desire, what not to desire, everything you will learn from where? Srimad Bhagavatam. That is why devotee's destiny is also Srimad Bhagavatam. And Mada Anando Namahastate. And devotees do not take pleasure in gossiping, do not take pleasure in talking so many mischievous things, do not take pleasures in watching cinemas or anything else. But where they get all the pleasures? That is from Srimad Bhagavatam only. Okay. So in our life also we have to mold our life in such a way that our whole life is centered with this principle of studying Srimad Bhagavatam, talking about Srimad Bhagavatam, preaching Srimad Bhagavatam, relishing Srimad Bhagavatam, applying Srimad Bhagavatam in life. In this way, whole life will be filled with Srimad Bhagavatam. Then that is life. Otherwise, Jiban Opi Mrita Hisha. He is alive, but he is actually death. Why death? Because what is actually required in human life to know about Krishna, to love him, to worship him, that is not being done. Then what kind of person he is? Jiban Opi Mrita Hisha. Though he is alive, he is actually dead. But on the other hand, though a person is living in this material world, he can become fully liberated. Okay. Jiban Mukta Shauchate. One can become Jiban Mukta, or one can become Jiban Mrita. Jiban Mukta is a person whose goal is a spiritual world, whose goal is to serve Krishna and his devotees. That person, though he is living in this world, Iha Yasha Harera Dasha Karmana Manushagira Nikilashu Opi Avastashu. Though he is living in this material world, still he is liberated. Jiban Mukta Shauchate. So we can become Jiban Mrita, or we can become Jiban Mukta. We have that chance. But how to become Jiban Mukta? Simply by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam Katha. Okay, discussing Srimad Bhagavatam, applying these nice instructions of Srimad Bhagavatam in our life, we can become a nice, sincere devotee of Lord, which is the real goal of life. That is why Ramananda Rai was asked by Lord Chaitanya that what is the greatest kirti or fame in this world? Then he said, what? Kirtir moddhe kon kirti hoy sarvasreshta. What is the greatest fame? Then Ramananda Rai said, Krishna bhakta boliya jahar hoy khyati. The person who is being known as Krishna Bhakta, the devotee of Krishna, that is the greatest fame. No other fame is as permanent as this one, because others are perishable, others are changeable, but only non-changeable, constant Sharup, constant identity of all living entity is Krishna. Jivar Sharup Hai Krishna Nityadas. Okay, that we can learn by applying all these nice teachings of Srimad Bhagavatam. So we want to be Jivan Mukta, not Jivan Mrita. Okay. So thereafter, what happened? Dhruva Maharaj, he was enthroned by Uttanpad, and Uttanpad then went away to the forest. And that time also we are discussing that we should be responsible, but we should not be attached. At the right time, we should give up all our activities and take shelter of Lord Krishna unconditionally. Okay. So then he married two girls. One is Ila and another is Brahmi. And from them, the Dhruva Maharaj got 3 sons and one daughter, Kalpa, Vatshar, Ila, Utkal. These are the sons, and one beautiful daughter he got. But in the meantime, when the whole family is in great happiness and joy, when Shuruchi and Uttam, they also became fully converted into a good devotee, free of all envy, jealousy, and all these things. So in the meantime, what happened one day, Uttama was in Mrigaya, he was hunting some animals in the forest. At that time, he was killed by Yakshas. And when this message came to Shuruchi, he became maddened. What to do? My only son is now dead. And on the other hand, my husband has gone to forest for austerity. He will not come back. So in such a situation, what should I do? Immediately he thought, I should also go to forest. But when she went to forest, he was actually destroyed by a forest fire. He was died by forest fire. And at that moment, Dhruva was fully aggravated by anger. He was thinking to kill all the Yakshas. And he was so angry that it cannot be compared, it cannot be expressed in words. So in such a situation, it may come to our mind that how a pure devotee like Dhruva can become angry? How it may become possible for Dhruva Maharaj to be angry? It most of the time comes to our mind that devotee means he is equipoised. In every situation, he will be just like a stone who has no reaction. Okay. But devotee is not like that. By becoming devotee, we do not dry up our emotions. Rather, by becoming devotee, by becoming philosophically convinced, one can actually direct the emotions to the right way. Okay, whenever it is required, he can use that, but he is not driven away by that emotions. Okay, he can use that emotions. That is the prerogative of a special prerogative of a devotee. But we should never think that devotee is a person of another world. That is why he has no pain and pleasures. He has no liking and disliking. Not that. He will have all these things, but he is guided by philosophical understanding, not by whims. That is the difference. On the other hand, as a king, it is his duty to punish the killer. If he doesn't punish the killer, then it will come to the mind of many other persons that since Shuruchi and Uttama, they made some mistakes previously, that is why Dhruva Maharaj is not taking any action against them. So actually there are many reasons why Dhruva Maharaj took revenge. Okay. another reason is that by the time, actually by the association of Dhruva Maharaj and Shunati, Shuruchi and whom? Shuruchi and Uttam, they have turned into a devotee. Turned into devotee. That is why this this affection or this crying of Dhruva Maharaj is not crying for, it's not the crying for material entanglement. Rather, it is crying for a departure of a Vaishnava. Okay, it's crying for a departure of a Vaishnava. So we should not be attached to anyone else, but whoever else is doing bhakti to Bhagavan, we should be attached to that persons, because this person is becoming liberated, and when I become attached to that person, then we also become liberated. That nice verse is described by whom? Kapil Dev. He was telling that Shatam prasangat mama virya shangvido bhavantirit karno rashayana katha tajyoshanat ashu apavargavatmani shaddaratir bhakti anukramishati. By the attachment with devotees, one can gradually develop bhakti. Shraddha, Rati, Bhakti, Anukramishati. Shraddha, Rati, Bhakti, all these things appear into the heart of a practitioner just by being attached to devotees. That is why Prashangat, last day we also describing Prashangat, the word Prasanga. One is Shanga, Shanga means association, and Prasanga is a special association or a special attraction to a person. That can be applied to only devotees. That is liberating. So, in this way, Dhruva's stepmother Shuruchi and his stepbrother Uttama died. Okay, many persons can ask also that why Lord has arranged in all these things. Lord has arranged all these things just to teach us that how dangerous is Vaishnava Parat. Even if we may commit Vaishnava Parat unknowingly, or we may commit Vaishnava Parat when he is not a Vaishnava, but still it is very dangerous. So we should avoid Vaishnava Parat at all moments, at any cost. Okay, that is the great teaching herein. At the same time, another good teaching is that in the presence of others, we are seeing that they have died so cruelly, and their destination is can be destined to hell. They can be destined to hell only. But actually, what is happening within, we cannot know. Okay, it may happen that actually Lord is taking them to Vaikuntha. Shuruchi and Uttam may go back to Vaikuntha because they are attached to Dhruva Maharaj, who is a good devotee, great devotee. So what we are seeing may not be true. Maybe there are some special reason behind them. Also, in our dealings with other Vaishnavas, when we see some apparent faults, we judge them. We think actually what a heinous work he has done. But we do not know what is happening in their heart. He may be praying from inside. He may be praying that, oh Lord, what I have done. Or he may be taking some corrective actions. But in the meantime, when we are offending them, we are actually committing mistakes. We are committing serious offenses by this way. So we should not apparently judge any devotee, not any person even, if we are not the teacher or parents, okay, or authority, whom the authority of chastising someone or correcting someone is given. But if we are not in this category, we should avoid to see faults in others. Okay, that is one great teachings here. So that time, Dhruva Maharaj He was very furious and he went to the Himalayas where this Yakshasas are there, and there is a region called Alakapuri. He went there and he started fighting with the Yakshasas. And the time he blew the conch shell, and that conch shell, that sound of the conch shell, actually attacked the heart of all the Yakshasas. They were absolutely frightened. They were not willing to come out, but still, as a duty, they came out. So, simply by that conch shell blowing, Dhruva Maharaj killed everyone. What to speak of using any arrows? Simply by conch shell, he has conquered everyone. So there is one nice lesson from here. Behind all our actions, behind all our speech and works is the intention. If our intention is pure, if our existence is pure, if our intention is to satisfy Guru and Krishna, if our intention is to satisfy Vaishnavas, then whatever action we may do, we may take, or whatever expertise we may have, that is not the matter. All the gaps will be filled by Lord, whatever gap we do have. But first requirement is good intention, pure intention. So before gaining expertise, we have to gain character. Before showing to others our success, we have to convince ourselves that all these things we are doing for the satisfaction of Guru and Krishna. Then whatever we do, it may be very little, but its effect is very sublime. We cannot judge even by words. So we have to work hard internally, very hard internally, instead of external outcomes and behaviors. Okay. So that time, Dhruva Maharaj started to release arrows, 3 arrows at a time. He was releasing 3 arrows at a time, and he was showing great prowess and artistry before all the Yakshasas. And by seeing all this great expertise of Dhruva Maharaj, Yakshasas became fully convinced that he is a great hero, great Kshatriya. And they started praising him. That, oh Dhruva Maharaj, how expert you are in all the martial arts and all the warfare and all these things. They were praising. So you see, in our life, we cannot praise a person who is antagonistic to me, who is enigmatic to me. We cannot do so. But a great person has such a big heart that he can praise anyone. So if we want to be a person of great heart, we should praise anyone and everyone who has good qualities. And we should chastise our dear ones if he does any wrong. But most of the cases, we cannot do so. Most of the cases, when our dear ones commit some mistakes, we actually forgive them. On the other hand, if others are doing very good things, we cannot praise them. Why? Because we are not a person of great heart. But a person of great heart is characterized by appraising others, even if he is not very familiar to him, or even if he is not very good nature to him, still he praises him. That is the nature of a civilized person. Okay. So In this way, Dhruva Maharaj was releasing arrows, 3 arrows at a time, but the Yakshasas, they increased their speed. They started shooting arrows 6 at a time, and there are 1,30,000 Yakshasas there, and everyone were releasing 6 arrows at a time. So it was such a situation that all the Gandharvas, all the rishis, they became morose. They started shouting, "Oh, alas, alas! What happened to Dhruva Maharaj? It looks like that whole mountain has been covered by torrents of rains." When rain covers the whole mountain cannot be seen. Okay, or they were saying that, or it looks like that the sun has set in the ocean. That kind of situation. But in between, what happened? Dhruva Maharaj fought with all these persons and became victorious over all these persons and came out of all these situations just like the sun comes out of mist. Okay, the foggy situation, foggy sky actually what covers the whole sun. It seems to us that this fog has covered the sun. But in the meantime, when the sun arises, automatically that fog become evacuated, fog become disappeared. Okay, so that happened in a moment. Or it seems to us that actually all these martial arts by the Yakshasas actually making Dhruva Maharaj more competent. Whatever incompetency he had, that was being destroyed by these torrents of torrents of arrows. Okay, he became victorious and came out and killed all the Yakshasas in a moment. Okay, so when such a situation happened, in a moment the whole battlefield was filled with all the soldiers' hands, legs, all the cut parts of the bodies, that was filled, and the whole tumultuous situation turned it into serenity in a moment. And he was thinking that maybe I have won over all the Yakshasas. I have killed all of them. He was thinking in his mind. But at the same time, he was cautious. Maybe someone again come. Someone may come again. It may happen. So in our lives also, here Dhruva Maharaj is attacking Yakshasas. But in our case, our enemies are our minds, lust, greed, anger, all these things, which are remaining in the mind only. We are fighting against outside people, but our solo enemy is in the heart only. Okay, that is why when Prahlad Maharaj was asked by Hiranyakashipu, why you are worshipping my enemy? Prahlad Maharaj said, what he said? Oh, there is no other enemy except the mind. Jahi ashura bhavamimam tamatmanaha rite ajita atmana nautpate stitaha. Rite ajita atmana. The mind which is not jita, which is not controlled, that is the main enemy. Without that enemy, there is no other enemy. So in our lives also, the main enemy is our mind. And along with all these 6 enemies are there, Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moha, Mat, Matsarya are there, but the main one is our mind. Sometimes it may happen to us that we may think that, oh, my mind is controlled now. There is no problem anymore. Okay, Everything is controlled. Everything is in our hand. Whatever we want, that is being happened. We can get up early in the morning. We can chant 16 rounds in the morning at a stretch in one sitting. Now I am not being affected by others' association. Any other women is going out, I do not have any lusty feelings. All these things we may think, but very soon the situation will change within a moment. That is why we should never trust our mind. Okay, never trust. Confidence unlocks success, but overconfidence locks success. Okay, have you got my point? Confidence unlocks success, that means gives success, but overconfidence locks success. Okay, we should never be overconfident. We should not be incautious when we become successful. Most of the time, some intermediate success makes us so much overconfident that we forget to take precautionary steps at every moment. But we have to be very cautious at every and each moment, moment after moment, so that we never become attracted by all these things. Rather, we take shelter of Lord Krishna at every moment. Hare Krishna, if you can join the session. Yes, Dhruva. So we should never be overconfident. We can be confident in our activities, but we should never be overconfident. Then that will destroy our success. Whatever success, little success we have gained, whatever mastery we have gained over all the senses, that will be destroyed within a moment. Okay, and that happened. In the next moment, what happened? All the whole sky was filled with dark clouds, and from the dark clouds rains are coming out, but it is not the rain of water, but it is the rain of whose stool, urine, marrow, mucus, blood, and all these things. And that time there are so many snakes were passing passing that fire, and there are many lions, elephants, and all these things are being seen in the sky. And from where all these arrows are coming, he was fully amazed to see. He became fully bewildered what to be done. He had all the great weapons, but he was bewildered. What should be done at this moment? In our situation also, sometimes we fall in such a situation that we forget about our duty, what should be done at this moment. Though we have everything, sometimes it happens that we may think that I should leave this Krishna consciousness movement. Why? Because it is filled with so many problems. Though we are in the best situation, we are in the best association, we are in the best facilities, but mind creates such a situation that it seems to us that we should leave this Krishna consciousness movement as early as possible. But at that moment, what we should do? We should have some friends and well-wishers who can help us in a moment of danger, in a moment when we have no other shelters. And at that time, what happened? All the rishis appeared there, and they became fully engrossed by Dhruva's such a kind of mysterious situation, such a kind of danger. Then they were praying, What they are praying? Uttana pada bhagavan tava sharanga dhanya devo shinoti anavata attiharo vipakshan yannamudheyamo vidheyo nishamma chadda loko anjasha taroti dustaramanga mrityum. They are praying, oh, the son of Uttanapats, you take shelter of Sharangadhanna, who bears the great woe named Sharanga. You pray to that Lord. By praying to that Lord Krishna, in a moment you can calm off, you can cross over all your distresses. Devo shinoti anavato artiharo vipaksham. Whoever takes shelter, anavata, whoever takes shelter of him, offer obeisances to him, in a moment he can take away, steal away all the distresses of that surrendered soul. Yannamadheyam obidhayo nishamma chabda. And if one chants his name with good intention, in a moment one can cross over mrityum, okay, cross over death, even cross over this ocean of material nishans. One can cross over in a moment by chanting his names only. So they are praying, at the same time they were helping Dhruva Maharaj to remember the holy name of the Lord. So by the mercy of the devotees, we get holy name. We have forgotten Krishna, we have forgotten his bhakti, we have forgotten his holy name, but by the mercy of the devotees, we can again regain that memory of chanting his holy name. Okay, so it is the duty of every devotee to remember others, to make others remember to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay. At the same time, another thing is that whenever we are in distress, we should have some friends who can help us, not only materially, but also spiritually. Most of the problems are actually retained in our heart only. For example, someone is becoming angry. What is the problem? It's a problem of mind. One is becoming envious. It's a problem of mind. One is doing harm to others. It's a problem of mind. And big wars in the world are nothing but problems of mind. But people are not working for these problems. Rather, they are busy in their problems, outside problems. There are so many hospitals for problems of the body, but there is no hospital for the mind. People go to hospital of mind or some mental clinic only when they are fully gone. When they have become mad, then they go to mental clinic. Okay, but everyone in this material world is mad by the mind. But what is the remedy? Remedy is Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That gave instruction to Dhruva Maharaj that you take the Narayanastra and chant the name of Narayana. In a moment, all this illusion will go out. And that time, Dhruva Maharaj regained his memory. So we may have so many powers, we may have so many weapons with us, but we must have good association with us. Otherwise, all our powers, prowess, dexterities will have no use. Okay, what we are seeing here. So Dhruva Maharaj took that Narayanastra and chanted the names of Narayana. In a moment, whole illusion went out. And at that moment, Dhruva Maharaj again became so much furious that he wanted to destroy whole Alakapuri. only one person killed Dhruva Maharaj's brother. But now Dhruva Maharaj want to take revenge against whole Yaksha dynasty. Whole Yaksha dynasty. Okay. Sometimes it happens with us. For example, a devotee or a person, he has 50 good qualities, but he has 1 or 2 bad qualities. But what happened to us? We actually judge that person by only 1 or 2 bad qualities, not other 50 good qualities. Then we want to reject that person by seeing 1 or 2 bad qualities only. It is just like It is just like giving up a basket of apple since there are 1 or 2 apples which are rotten. That is why I want to give up whole bucket or a whole basket of apples. So in our relationship also, others may have some problems in their character. Still, we have to see the good qualities in others. We have to maintain the relationship. Also, another thing I was hearing from His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, she was telling that most of the cases, 1 or 2 devotees of ISKCON, they do some bad works, they engage in some mischievous works, then whole society suffers for these things. Just like one Jaksha killed the brother of Dhruva Maharaj, and whole Yaksha dynasty is being hampered, is suffering the mischievous work of one Jaksha only. But that is the situation. So we should never do any work which will bring harm to whole society. We may not do good works which will bring about goodwill for the society, goodwill for Srila Prabhupada and our spiritual master. But still, at least we should not do any bad works which will bring about bad will to Srila Prabhupada and ISKCON. Okay, that should be our motto, one motto. So that time anger was crossing the limit. Actually, anger has that potency to create danger at every moment. Okay, it starts with very little, but it ends with lamentation, because great destruction are actually happened simply by simple angers. Okay, so what will happen? Who will help him at this moment? Previously, when he was in illusion, the sages came, but when Dhruva Maharaj now is being attacked by anger, who will help him? Yes, that time Shayambhavu Manu came, and he has started giving instructions to him that actually what you are doing is not suited to your character. You are doing excessive anger. You are showing excessive anger, and you are doing all these things for bodily identification only. You are thinking that Uttama is your brother, that is why you have to kill all the Yakshas who have killed you, your brother. You are doing all these things in a mischievous way. You are the devotee of Lord. You have got Lord Krishna's presence at the age of 5 only. How can you act in this way? So he was showing all the philosophical content in the right manner. So in our life also, we should have at least 1 or 2 persons in our life who can show all the guidance which are based on scriptures and which are according to time, place and circumstance, and who can regulate us by catching our ear even. At least 1 or 2 persons should have in our life. Otherwise, we are actually ruined. The greatest fortune in our life is to have timely guidance in the time of danger. But we should have also that attitude or that behavior by which we can receive others' correction and feedbacks. And most of the cases, the youngsters do not want to abide by the instructions of seniors. They want to work independently. But the best asset of youngsters is the association of elders, because they have experienced the whole world. They have seen the whole world more than us. They are more experienced than us. But in the most of the cases, we do not want to take guidance from them. Okay, that is the reason of great destruction for us. So he was continuing his advice. At the moment he said that titikshaya korunaya maitra cha kila jantushu shamattena cha sarvatma bhagavan sham prasiddhati. So who can satisfy Lord? Who is titikshaya, who is very tolerant, who is karunaya, who is compassionate to others. Maitra cha akila jantushu, who is favorable to all living entities. Shamattena cha sarvatma, who sees everyone equally, who do not discriminate among others. Then by that person, Bhagavan becomes fully pleased. So if we really want to please Lord Krishna, if we really want to get the association of Lord Krishna, we should cultivate all these good qualities. Titikshaya, Korunaya, Maitra, Chakala Jantushu, all these good qualities. And the last day also we are telling that we should forgive and forget. Okay, we should forgive others, and at the same time we should forget others' mistakes and misbehaviors. Then we can progress in the life of bhakti. Otherwise it is very difficult. Okay, and when Lord becomes fully satisfied, what happens? Shamprasanne bhagavati purusha upakrita ergunai vimukta jiva nirmukto brahma nirvanam richati. Samprasanne bhagavati, when Lord is pleased, purusha pakrita gunai, the jiva becomes freed from pakrita gunai, the material entanglement, especially the moods of nature. He can surpass all the moods of nature and becomes fully liberated, vimukta jiva nirmukta, and attains brahma nirvanam. He can attain the spiritual world. Okay, brahma nirvanam richati, can attain. So in this way he was telling one after another why you should give up enmity to other, and you should not kill. So in a moment he gave up all his enmity toward yakshasas. But you see, it's very difficult to control anger, especially when we are in war. Let alone war, when quarreling is going on between two persons, it is very difficult to bring one back. Very difficult. But here we can see one nice instruction, that whenever our seniors are forcing us to give up enmity, to give up competition, to give up quarreling, we should give up at a moment. We should not wait for the next moment. Okay, we should have such kind of flexibility in our nature. So determination is very good. Determination is a great quality. But with determination, we should have flexibility, so that we can cope up with different situations in our life. Otherwise, only determination will end up in ruination. Okay, destruction only. Okay. So Dhruva Maharaj gave up his envy, gave up his anger toward all these excesses, and Shambhav Manu further said that you should not only give up your enmity to Yakshasas, but also you should pray to Kubera, since you have killed so many associates of Kubera. All these Yakshasas are actually the associate of Kubera. You should pray to him. So he has started praying to Kubera. And that time Kubera appeared there. Kuber is a treasurer of all the devatas, so he appeared there. When he appeared, he said first word that you are Anagha. O Dhruva, you are Anagha. You are sinless. You do not have any what? You do not have any sin. But he was killing so many yakshasas. How can he can be sinless? Actually, he was seeing what Kuber was saying, that actually behind all these things there is direction of Lord, there is reaction of karma, many things are there. Most of the cases we see only the immediate cause, we do not see ultimate cause, or we do not see immediate, then what can be said, intermediate, immediate, intermediate, and ultimate. Okay, in most of the cases we see only the immediate cause, we do not see intermediate, or we do not see the ultimate cause. What is Lord or Kala is destroying all these things, we do not see all these things. We only accuse the immediate person who is actually bearing that check, or that what, he's just like a postman. Whoever doing good behavior or bad behavior with us, they are just like postman who is actually issuing the who is just handovering the letter, nothing else. Okay, so when we can realize this great philosophy of karma, kala, and Lord behind all the activities, we can become very happy at every moment. Also, there is another good quality of Kuber, is that Kuber was saying that Dhruva has become already repentant in his heart. Dhruva was realizing his fault. So I should give up my enmity. I should not try to give feedback anymore. Already Shambhu Manu has given feedback. Why should I give feedback? Okay, if everyone becomes master, then who will be the student? Okay, in our case, you see, in most of the cases, if a person is doing wrong, whoever else in the base, everyone gives feedback. Everyone, hey, it is not wrong, it is wrong, it is wrong, it is wrong. And by hearing it is wrong from so many persons, the person do not want to become changed anymore, because everyone is giving feedback. So feedback should be given by 1 or 2 persons, best 1, not 2 even. Okay, whatever faults we are seeing, we should tell to the authority, then he can give some solutions. Okay, otherwise if everyone is giving feedback just like government works, then that person will flee away from our association. That is one good lesson here. Another lesson is that Kuber that time, not only he gave up, he forgot all these bad works of Dhruva Maharaj, rather he wanted to give some boons to Dhruva Maharaj. He was telling that, oh Dhruva, you take some boons from me, take some blessings from me. Sharaja Rajena Varaya Chodita Dhruvo Mahabhagavato Mahamatihi Haroshababre Achalitam Smritimiyaya Taroti Ayatnena Durattayam Tamaha. So when the king Dhruva was asked to take some blessings, that time, since Dhruva Maharaj was Mahabhagavata and Mahamati was controlled in his mind, he wanted what he wanted. Harosha Babre Achalitam Smritimiyaya. He asked from Kubera that, oh Kuber, please give me the blessing that I do not forget Lord Krishna at any moment. Okay, at any moment I should not forget Lord Krishna. So here you see, Kubera could give many things, name, fame, wealth, everything he could give. But here Dhruva Maharaj is not asking for anything else. he is asking for remembrance of Lord at every moment. So it is our only wealth in life that we can remember, we can chant the holy name of the Lord at every moment. It is not that we are being able to do all these things for granted without any cause. Rather, we are being able to do all these things by the mercy of the devotees. Nothing else. We do not have such power to chant holy name. We do not have such power to remember Lord. But it is the mercy of the devotees. We are being able to do so. So, pranay atto dhiya vacha shreyan acharana sada. So whether we have wealth or not, whether we have name, fame, prestige or not, we should do Shreya Acharan at every moment. That Shreya Acharan is to remember and chant holy name at every moment. And we should ask this boon from Lord. Okay, we should not pray for anything else to Lord Krishna or his devotees. And also another thing is that Kuber is not a pure devotee. He didn't get the darshan of Lord. But here he was giving boon to a person who has already got darshan of Lord, who is more advanced, pure devotee, Dhruva. But still Dhruva is taking his blessing with folded hands. So there is also a good instruction for us that whether junior or senior, whoever he may be, or whether he is a devotee or not even, sometimes it happens. Some senior persons in our village, he is giving me what? Blessing. I bless you that you become what? You become, you live for 100 years. Shatajibi Bhava. Many other blessings they give. So we should take that blessings. Not that we should be arrogant. Oh, who are you to give me blessing? Huh? I am such devotee. I am chanting 16 rounds for so many years. I can give blessing to you. No. Rather, we should take blessings from everyone, whether he is junior, whether he is senior, whether he is new. We should act in such a way that attracts blessings of others, not curse of others. Okay. So in this way, great problem was that conflict was resolved. And that time, Dhruva Maharaj went back to his kingdom and he continued his kingship with great diligence and character. And his kingship was described in these words. Tameva Shila Sampanyam Brahmanyam Dina Vatsalam Goptaram Dharma Shetunam Menire Pitaram Praja. So, Shila Sampanyam, he was endowed with good qualities. And he was Dina Vatsalam. He was very compassionate to the suffering souls. And all the Brahmanas, he was very respectful. Goptaram Dharma Shetunam. He was maintaining all the religious principles with dexterity. And he was actually carrying out his kingship with the attitude of a father to his son. Menire Pitaram Praja. So here is also one good lesson, is that leadership is not for showing others that I am a great person. Leadership is not showing superiority of us over others. Rather, leadership is a great chance to become a servant of others. A good leader is he who becomes a good servant. Otherwise, if a person, after taking leadership, if he thinks that I have become superior to others, I can enjoy all these things, I can do whatever I may like, then that leadership will be a great trap for his ruination, nothing else. Okay, that is a good lesson. After doing all these things for 36,000 years, Dhruva realized that it is time to go back to Godhead. So he went to Badrika Ashram and he has started his sadhana therein. And at the time of doing his sadhana, he was crying sometimes. Sometimes his hairs becoming fully straight, and all the vikaras, ashtashatik vikaras are being seen in his body. In that situation, one day the Vaikuntha Vimana came, where there are two Vaikuntha Dutas, representative of Lord Vishnu, Nanda and Shunanda. They said to Dhruva Maharaj that, "Oh Dhruva, at the age of 5 years, you have won the heart of Lord. Now, that Lord want to have your association. So please come to our transcendental plane. We shall take you back to Godhead." So that time, what Dhruva did, that was very nice. After getting such a nice chance, Dhruva, he did not become fully agitated, and at a moment he did not enter into that great plain. Rather, he went to the river and took a bath, and after taking bath, he chanted the mantras, he chanted the holy name of the Lord, completed his rounds, completed his sadhana. Then he approached. Here also you see, our japa or our sadhana is not a burden. It is not that we are doing Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra so that one day we may get rid of this chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay, one day we will get free, that oh, no more you have to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, no more you have to take bath in the morning, get up early in the morning. We should not do our sadhana in this way. Rather, we should feel that whatever we are doing, whether it is chanting, whether it is getting up early in the morning, whether it is reading the scriptures of the Lord, it is the means and it is the goal. Both means or goals are same only. Okay, there is no difference. So at no moment we should give up our sadhana. At every situation, we should try our level best to carry out our morning program with full determination. Okay, so that time Dhruva Maharaj, after chanting his mantras and gayatris, he offered respect to all the sadhus therein. He offered obeisances to them. There now one question may come, that he may become proud. What is the need of taking blessings from all the sadhus? He has already blessed. He is already blessed. He is going back to Godhead. Now he can give blessings to others. Rather, he is asking for blessings by offering obeisances to all the Vaishnavas, all the sadhus around. So there is also one good lesson from us, that we should never become proud at no moment. Even if we get darshan of Lord, we should not become proud. Rather, we should feel that whatever we are getting, whatever good opportunity, good opportunity we have got, is by the blessing of this devotees only. Okay, so that is why at every moment we should ask for that blessings. Prati janme kori asha charanero dhuli narottame karo daya aponare boli. Narottam Das Thakur is a great person, associate of Lord Chaitanya, but he is asking the dust of the lotus feet of the devotees. That is the good behavior of a devotee. That is the special characteristics of a devotee. Okay, and that time, after offering obeisances to all the devotees nearby, he offered obeisances to the aeroplane which came from Vaikuntha. He circumambulated it, production. Okay, he circumambulated it, and after circumambulating in nice way, after offering obeisances, he has started to enter into that spiritual plane. Okay, so that is also a good lesson from us, that whenever we are getting good chances, we should not be agitated. We are actually tested twice. Once by taking away everything, and twice giving everything to us. Once is midst of failures, another is midst of success. So in midst of failure, we should not give up our determination. At the same time, in midst of all the great successes, we should not become overconfident, or we should not become arrogant, proud. Rather, we should very gracefully accept the facility which are given to us. And Dhruva Maharaj, when he started to enter into that great aeroplane, at that time death personified appeared there. And Dhruva Maharaj placed his right feet on the head of the death personified, and he entered into the spiritual plane. So for a devotee, death actually opens the door of eternity. On the other hand, for a non-devotee, death opens the realm of hell to him. Okay, so for a devotee, he has no fear for death. He is very happy that death is actually opening the door of a spiritual world. And when he entered into the that plane has started to go towards the spiritual world, and all the persons around, they were actually praising Dhruva Maharaj that, oh, what a success, what a success, what a success. It cannot be imagined that our Dhruva Maharaj is going back to Godhead. So there is also a good lesson that whenever others are excelling us, others are getting success, we should be very happy. That is the nature of a great mind. But if we feel insecure, if we feel that, oh, they are actually passing us, then we are Kripana, we are not Brahmana. Okay? We should celebrate others' success. We should not only celebrate our success, but others' success also. That is one good point. And when he was going back, at that moment, he was suddenly stuck. And he thought that I should get out of this spiritual plane. I shall go back. I shall go back to my kingdom. Why? He was thinking that my mother, Shuniti, who actually did so much for me, who actually showed the way of Godhead to me, what he is doing. If we think in the life of a person who is a great king, who has achieved so many things, so many great successes in his pocket, who has ruled for 36,000 years, this simple incidence of Shuniti, who has said to him that you go to forest and take shelter of Lord. It's a very insignificant incident. Okay, in 36,000 years, it is a very insignificant incident. But Dhruva Maharaj kept in his heart. He was very grateful to his mother, who showed him the way of transcendence. Okay, so in the same way, in our life also, we should be very grateful to others. Whoever is helping us in our spiritual life, in any way, he may be our Patapradashak Guru, he may be our Shiksha Guru, whoever he may be our Diksha Guru, but we should be very grateful to them. Today I was hearing a lecture of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami on this, on this verse only. He was telling that it is a great chance, it is a great investment for all of us to take care of devotees. If we take care of devotees, it is a great investment, because if any of the devotees become pure devotee, then by the grace of Lord, we can also go back to Godhead. By the grace of that devotee, we can go back to Godhead, even though we have so many fallacies. The same thing was written by Srila Prabhupada in the purport. He was writing that if one of my disciples become pure devotee in this Krishna consciousness movement, then I would be able to cross over this material ocean. Out of humility, he was telling that. Actually, it is a great chance, because bhakti is so powerful that it can emanate, it can actually it can liberate even the masters, even the spiritual masters. It has such potency. Okay, so we should work in such a way which pleases Guru and Krishna, which actually helps others to liberate in their lives. Also, we should preach in such a way that by the grace of others, we may get liberation. By our own sadhana or by our own dexterity power, we cannot cross over this ocean. But if any of the persons, for example, Akash Prabhu, Rajesh Prabhu, Hriday Prabhu, all these things, if they go back to Godhead, and if they remember us, then we may go back easily. So that time, Nanda and Shunanda, they realized the heart of Dhruva Maharaj and said that already your mother is going back to Godhead in the former plane. They showed Dhruva Maharaj that in another plane he was going back. In that purport, Srila Prabhupada was writing that Lord Krishna can do anything by his own will. Also, devotee can do anything not by his own will, by the will of Lord. He can desire, but that is being fulfilled by Lord only. Okay. So devotee is fully surrendered to Lord, and in this way he can fulfill the desires also. So in this way, Dhruva Maharaj went back to Godhead, Dhruva Lok, and this Katha of Dhruva Maharaj, this history, pastime of Dhruva Maharaj, whoever chants, whoever reads, whoever glorifies, whoever helps others to read, they all become purified. They all become eligible to go back to Godhead. Okay, that is the great characteristics of Dhruva Maharaj's pastime. So we should try to remember, read again and again this Dhruva pastime, so that we can get determination like Dhruva Maharaj to go back home, back to Godhead. Okay, so here we are ending the session. For the last 3 days, we are describing the nice Katha of Dhruva Maharaj. In the future, we shall try to discuss the life and characteristics of Prithu Maharaj. Okay, who was also a great devotee of the Lord. At the same time, he was a he was incarnation even of the Lord. So we will learn from him in the next sessions. So in the meantime, if you have any question, you can raise hand. Do you have any question? I hope no. Maybe. Any comment? What do you have realized? Rajesh, you want to tell something?
Krishna Prabhu.
Yes.
The incidents of Kuber, Yaksha Rakshas, I did not listen to this previously.
Okay.
Today it came to my realization why Mahaprabhu wanted to listen to the pastimes of Dhruva Maharaj regularly from Gadadhar Pandit maybe.
Yes.
It is.
Actually, most of the people know about only the first part of Dhruva Maharaj. Okay, what he did, how he did his austerities, how he got darshan of Lord, that is all. But the next part, most of the people do not know. But by the grace of Shrimad Bhagavatam, by the grace of great devotees, we are getting that chance to realize and hear all these things. Okay. Thank you all for
Yes.
hearing. Okay. Do you have any question? No.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.